internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
The elite. Yeah, I think it's outstanding.
Appreciate it.
It's a pretty solid contrast from what you do on this show.
Thanks.
I think you're handsome, Zach.
Oh, we don't need to lie now.
Wow.
Sauce, you're not going to say anything nice about Zach or what?
I just said I agreed with everything you just said.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Zach,
sound
I think you're
sincere.
great.
It's like somebody saying me too.
Yep.
I think you're great.
But not hashtag me too. That's different.
Right.
It's a whole.
I think you're great, Zach, at everything you do.
At everything? See, now again, you got to be realistic.
No, that doesn't make any sense because he's not great at everything.
He's not great. None of us are great at everything.
No, I'm not great at much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm good at a lot. I'm not great at anything. Except for
careful.
Oh yeah.
Parker Fox, how many things in the world do you believe you're really good at? Clearly basketball's one.
Ooh.
Damn right.
What are you really good at?
Well, there's definitely more that I'm bad at than I'm good at.
Yeah, that's most people though. That's fine.
I'd probably go with like 7 things.
All right, give me the 7.
Oh goodness.
Outside of basketball.
Basketball.
What else are you good at?
Rolling fat blunts.
Yeah. 2G lads.
He can now. Now he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Riding on chrome, spinning rims.
No, I'm just. I don't know.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's such thing as a blunt that's too fat. And Parker, I don't know how many times I've told you that.
Yeah. You can only take so many hits.
Does always tell you
I always say it.
every time you walk in
that.
on Thursdays.
My hands are too small.
Hawk has to back up off it.
He thinks you
his
are
cup
handing him
down.
a Chipotle burrito, and you're like, no, I just rolled a fatty.
He can only take so much Hennessy and Chronic.
Sauce, what do you think you're really good at?
Me?
Yeah, really good at.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'm great at any. I don't think I'm great at anything.
Not anything.
No.
What about being a dad?
I'm good at that.
You're a great
so far,
friend,
but
Saucy.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's about it. I'm not good at this job.
Yes, you are.
I'm good at holding Hawk's hand.
Aw.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah.
There's some value there.
Yeah.
I'm good at MLB The Show.
Oh, that's something.
You're good at laughing at Tommy.
I'm good at laughing at Tommy.
I think you were great at being a dad.
Great
Were?
at?
Yeah.
What happened?
Did you say were?
The car seat thing brought you back down
You know
slightly
what? That's
below
true.
grade.
That did.
Yeah.
That all bothered.
But
That bothered
I
all
think
of
you
us.
can work your
Yeah.
way back up.
Yeah.
You're very close.
You
You know
learned
what's
a valuable
funny?
lesson, didn't you?
You know what's really funny?
Go
I
on.
learned this yesterday. There are directions on the car seat on how to put it in a car without a base.
Well, of course.
I didn't know that.
Still tricky.
But if you get a phone call that your wife is passed out, I was, that's all my concern was. And David came to the rescue.
But that's why we were saying all of a sudden you're not a great dad, because you
No.
just admitted your concern went away from Louis completely.
Oh, damn it. I walked right into that. Yeah, you're correct.
What's
So, yeah,
Dav good at?
Dav is good at being a good brother.
Reading the felt.
He's good at gambling.
He is. Yeah, he can read the felt like no
Yeah.
one.
I'm
He's good
sure
at making
Tommy
me
would have a
laugh.
few weird things to say. But yeah, he makes Hog's daddy laugh.
Your brother is the best in the Twin Cities, as far as I know, at wearing a retro Sean Kemp jersey
And going to the gathering of the Juggalos.
Hell yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Parker Fox, do you even know the name Sean Kemp?
Yeah, he could dunk the ball. That's
just checking.
The
That's my
rain,
favorite.
Wasn't he the Rain Man?
Yeah, he was
Isn't
the
that what
Rain
they call
Man.
him?
That's my favorite dunker of all time.
He's way up there. He could throw it down.
Mine
A lot of
Italian.
people don't know that name, but
Italian dunkers are very good.
Oh, so good.
I think.
So
I don't know.
good.
Never
Yeah.
had it.
what
Yeah.
about like? Are you more of like a cheesy stick or like a garlic bread or like? Do you want the
Keep going.
pepperonis add on top of there?
Yeah, keep
Okay.
going.
All of it. Yeah.
Cassetas, you like cassetas guy?
Oh
yeah, of
Cassetta's
course.
the
Cassetta's is
best.
elite.
Went there last night and it was like a 50-minute wait. Like the line was so far wrapped around.
insane.
It was like I'm not waiting.
Isn't
in
that
this.
where you used to work, Saucy?
No, I worked at DeTello's
DeTello's,
in Eden Prairie. Great spot, too.
Higher
That is
class?
Great pizza.
Cassetta's the best pizza in Minnesota.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
I mean, that's a very fair thing to say.
Best pizza in Minnesota, Cassetta's,
Besides 7th Avenue Pizza, which is elite
True.
pizza,
of course.
Hello Pizza in
Hi.
Edina is excellent.
Have you guys had the spot in?
Are you a pizza?
Yeah, what was your favorite pizza, Corey?
Never had it.
Never had pizza?
Never.
No.
Did we just meet?
Yeah. Why do you look so shocked? Did Tommy just tell you what he does at Never mind.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of, let's do Fan 5 because I completely forgot the timeline of this week, and it's good that Parker's here.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Builders and Remodelers. Parker, since the last time we saw you, the Golden Gopher basketball team has a new head coach, Nico Medved. After 4 years of Ben Johnson, we have a new one. Your thoughts on Nico? Do you know him? Do you have a history with him? Have you interacted with him? What do you know about his coaching style? What do you know about him as a man?
Yeah, he's a really good coach. Obviously, he's had a lot of success at his past stops. I don't know him like personally all that well, but I got to meet him officially yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. He had his press conference, and that was awesome. There's a bunch of people there to support. PJ was in there, the whole athletic crew. Gave a really good kind of introductory speech about who he is, and then he talked obviously about the importance of NIL and how that's just the vital piece of where they have to kind of put their dice in to figure out how to make this thing really work. So that was awesome. And then, he's a family guy, wife, 2 daughters, which is really good. And we'll see. He's been successful at his previous spots, so hopefully he can bring some of that here. I feel for Ben. A lot of the stuff really was out of his control as well. Some of the injuries and the NIL stuff. So, but at the end of the day, Mark decided we need a new head coach. So hopefully that goes in the right direction.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to hear more about this. I think this might be kind of breaking news, but we finally got the television breakdown for the Twins.
Let's go.
Yeah. What is it? I don't.
Yeah,
I don't have
Sauce
the
needs to
paywall.
I'm confused a little bit, so stay with me and maybe it's just me. So the Minnesota Twins, in conjunction with Major League Baseball, today announced the 2025 regular season broadcast schedule and linear television distribution lineup for Twins.tv, presented by Progressive. A linear television channel finder for Twins.tv, presented by Progressive, is now available at twins.com/watch.
My dad just quit trying to find it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
That was
Okay,
me.
okay. Twins fans can easily locate where and how to watch games depending on the video distributor they utilize, including DirecTV, satellite and streaming, channel 668-3 or channel 668, Xfinity Comcast, channel 1261, Spectrum, channel 428 or 468 or 319 for Spectrum Wisconsin, or Midco, which is channel 638, Fubo and more. We're good?
Clothing brand.
Wow, they have a TV station? I didn't know that.
I did say Fubo. Fubo.
Damon John, right?
Fubo.
From Shark Tank.
Fubu's back and they bought the Twins. Good for them.
Good. Let Damon John run the team.
Yeah, catch Twins games on BET.
So if you want Twins.tv, by the way, the yearly subscription is $99.99. A monthly subscription is $19.99 a month. And then you got a all TV teams broadcast from the MLB at $200 for the year. Does that make sense? Everybody got it?
Yes.
I honestly blacked out.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
What service does your dad have? Cable service.
I don't know, but I can't wait to ask him.
He probably has got like Midco up there.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? You think Chisago's Midco?
Wow.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
I got to tell you, I've
Midco's
never
great.
heard of Midco till just now.
Isn't that a gas company?
No.
Midco Sports Network,
Midco's
baby.
great.
Yeah.
Is it?
Got some good stuff.
South Dakota, North Dakota, stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I didn't mean to offend. I just never heard of it.
Right.
Thanks, Speedy Pablo.
Yeah, genius.
Will the real Midco stand up?
Why do you just assume Corey's dad has that?
I'm pretty like up in that area. That's what.
It's 30
that
minutes
area.
from here.
Oh.
It's
That
not,
area.
It's not
Wow.
the land of misfit toys.
God, I hope I'm right. I probably am not, but I'd be
Wow,
really cool if
Zach.
I was right. What's your
How
dad's
far do you think
address?
Chisago is? It's 30 minutes.
Through dad's
Yeah,
address.
but it's still in the middle of
How
nowhere.
fast are you driving? There's
Yeah.
no way that's 30.
No, it's
on
not
the
30.
on the north side of the cities, it's 30 minutes.
It's 30 minutes to like Highway 8.
What is the zip code?
What is it? 55013, I think, if my high school memory's staying in there. I think it's 55013.
Chisago City from right here, right now. Great point.
Yeah,
I'm going to
you get
guess
Midco.
40.
44.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can get Midco in Chisago.
Zacho was right.
That was right.
Nice.
We
Zach.
all owe Zach an apology.
Yay.
Good job being right.
You're great at knowing what channel
Calm
that
down, Zach.
Corey's dad can watch.
Thank you. Yeah, let me know if your dad
call you
needs any
today.
help, Corey.
He's going to call Corey today about it. Because he'll want to watch, right?
100%.
Zach can give your dad the scuttlebutt.
He wants to know the scuttlebutt.
For sure.
I had scuttlebutt last night.
Yeah.
How was it?
Spaghetti?
No, I think I had some bad spaghetti.
By the way, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. Got breakfast with my dad 2 days ago, and about halfway through, just out of nowhere. So what's the word now on the Timberwolves? And I'm like, in terms of what? He goes, what are people saying? I go, I don't know, Dad. I don't know. I don't know. Like,
Your dad's the best.
but he truly was like, what are people saying? I go, I don't know. You know this as much as I do. They're like, 41 and 32. They're doing fine. I don't know. Are people saying they think this is going to work? Yes, some.
Some, yeah.
Are people saying this is not going to work? Yes. Others, yes. That's also a thing.
Zach's
Sure.
celebrating over here.
Because he was right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat.
What's your dad's address again?
Relax. He doesn't relax.
I can go set it up for him.
Wow. Is this some cable guy fantasy you have?
Yeah, what is going on?
Hey, I'm stuck in here.
Can't figure out my internet. I'm stuck.
Help, stepdad. Where's the
Here.
remote?
Help Corey's dad.
in the
this
couch.
box will
Corey,
help.
it's your dad. Why does this young man continue to call me stepdad?
Yeah. Why does he call me daddy?
I'm bringing the twin scuttlebutt to
Why,
him.
wis Tommy in the house with a razor?
Oh, that's a different scuttlebutt.
That boy got a tail?
This is another example. An hour after he's gone, we just tell everybody.
Might as well.
said.
Yeah.
All right, Zacho, I was going to save this for you. And now that you're here, let's have you and Sauce do
what?
this together. I need the two of you, Zach and Sauce, for 10 seconds, poker face, and don't say a word. Okay, just stare blankly.
10 seconds poker face. That's about right for you, Sass.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If that.
Parker, Max, Hawk, and myself.
Staring blankly. I'm great at that.
We were talking earlier about the Forbes list of MLB franchises, right? In the valuations. Yankees are number 1, Dodgers are number 2, whatever. Twins are number 23 at $1.5 billion. The biggest change year to year, the A's, the Oakland A's, who are now temporarily Sacramento, wherever the hell they are, or San Jose, and then they're eventually going to Las Vegas. Because they are on their way up and out, eventually they're going to get to Las Vegas. They had the largest percentage increase year to year. They're now worth $1.8 billion, up 50% from a year ago. Can these two math wizards tell me what they were worth a year ago if it's up 50% from 1 year ago? Can they do it?
I think they can.
You think they can? Now, again, this is White Bear math and the Deep Haven disaster himself.
Are they allowed to work together?
Yeah,
Yes,
they
they're allowed
collaborate.
to work
Yeah,
together.
they'll for sure get it. Yeah,
Yeah, they'll get it.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Zacho, I have a guess. This is a flat out, simple, the Steve's, what's the guy's razor bit?
Occam's razor.
That guy, where it seems to be the simplest answer is always the right answer.
Sure.
Is it 900 million?
That sounds right because so 1.8 billion. They're up 50%
Yeah.
than what they were a year ago.
Yeah.
But would a pro sports franchise? I suppose it is the Athletics. They are
Yeah.
worthless.
They also have that sports writing column.
So they're at 1.8 billion.
Yeah.
So 50% is 900 million.
900 million. Yeah. Would be my simple guess. Simple math.
You ready to ring it in?
It might be wrong, but
But they said there was up 50%. So that would mean if it was 900 million, it'd be 500% of that or 50% of that. Oh, man, this is tough.
yeah.
If you're listening to the Power Trip Morning Show for the first time, both of these men have diplomas.
Can I get the
I don't know
number
about
again?
that.
Can I get the number again?
It's now 1.8
now 1.8 billion.
and it's up 50%
It's up
from a year ago.
50%
So
from a
what
year
were they
ago.
worth a year? Look at
Yeah.
Parker clapping.
900.
What were
I
they
think it's
worth
900
a year
million.
ago?
I think it was 900
But
million.
if they were 900 million a year ago, and they're up 50%, they would be 50% of that. So you'd have to go. So that would be $450,000 more, because that's the half of 900,000. So it'd be 900. You'd have to take.
Parker's loving this.
You'd have to take
Sauce, come on, man.
So
No
12,
help.
12 million or 1.2 billion.
I believe in you.
Up 50% would be, I'm going to say
million.
1.2 billion because half of 1.2 billion is 600,000, and that would get us to the 1.8. But
Okay,
that, I would refer to you
I'm just
to be
going
the final.
50% back from 1.8
But I don't think you can
billion.
because then that would be so if it was 1.8 billion, that would be 100%
Let me just say something.
greater, right?
If you had $18,
Right.
okay, let's just simplify it.
Sure.
I think maybe.
If Johnny had 5 apples.
Yeah, if you have $18 and
18
you're up
bucks.
50% from last year, how much money did you have last year? You had $9. You're up
No,
50%.
you're up 100% because you're doubling 9 to.
$900 million.
Zach is 100% correct. You are 100% wrong. It's 1.2 billion.
That would have been up 100.
It's up 100%. If you cut it in half,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
you're right,
double.
Zach.
Zach had the right mentality, almost right
I
off the
almost
bat.
went down that route.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
1.2 billion.
what really got me was, I'm like, is there really a franchise now these days that's less than
Okay.
$1 billion?
That was a good way. Yeah.
So, but I was with you until
No.
that when we got to like there's no way they were. I mean,
Way to
as
go,
worthless as they
Zachary.
were.
Yeah, you were
Way to
right.
go. 1.2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
good.
Do I fail?
I just can't believe how much. Parker, I didn't know you were gonna like that much.
It just made my day.
Sorry.
That was
I
fun.
just got to thinking about Louis learning math.
Yeah. His grandpa's good at it. So
Okay, good.
CBS broadcaster Jim Nantz is 65 years old. He will broadcast his 40th Masters next month, which blows my mind. Did he really start at 25 years old?
Yeah, as a reporter.
Okay, so he wasn't the lead.
I don't think
40
it was the
years
lead.
ago.
I could be wrong on that. But
How many years
did,
has he been
did
the
climb
lead?
the ladder real quick, if I'm not mistaken.
Can somebody find out when he started the lead analyst or voice? Because even so, starting at 25 is legit. But this will be his 40th Masters next month. He claims he wants to stop in 2036 when the Masters hits its 100th anniversary. I also, by the way, I didn't know this. I didn't know that he coined the phrase "a tradition unlike any other."
Wow.
I thought that was just a Masters phrase. I didn't know he started that. Did you guys know that?
I had no
Did
idea.
you know
No,
that?
I did not.
It says 88 when I just did a quick Google search. It says he called the Colts victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Pat Hayden.
But what about when he took over at the Masters? When was he the lead voice on the Masters?
He 1989.
Damn.
He has anchored coverage of the Masters since 1989.
He's incredible at it.
Yeah.
It's the best part of it.
He's the best. He's the best.
So much so that when ESPN does the first 2 days, he's on ESPN.
Wow, yeah.
Because he's basically like,
He is the Masters.
yeah, he is. Yeah.
He
He's perfect
He
at
did
it.
admit nothing is set in stone. That's almost
Yeah.
a decade away. We got a
Yeah.
long way to go. Over a decade away. We got a long way to go. So it might change. But 65 years old, wants to retire in give or take 11 years. Let's call it a day at 76. Why not?
76.
What was that?
76.
Yeah, that was. Did you just sing the number 76? Is that a reference I don't get?
It's not worth going into.
76.
It's a miracle reference.
Oh. We thought you just hit a couple of nice notes there.
I thought you were on like a math
76.
roll for a minute or so.
I thought you just wanted to be Barry White for a second.
Yeah, that came up better than I was expecting.
Yeah, well, it wasn't bad. Headlines next. Parker Fox is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Listen to 40s and Free Agents on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow 40s and Free Agents and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Luther and LutherAuto.com. Sell your vehicle to Luther. They buy used cars all year long. All you have to do is drive in, ask for an offer. They'll get you one quickly, and then they'll buy your vehicle. So why not flip a vehicle that you no longer want into some cash? It's that simple. It's that safe. It's that stress-free. So if you want to move on from a vehicle, a car, truck, van, or SUV, the only place to sell it is Luther. Sure, you could sell it at the end of your driveway. Sure, you can sell it online. But you're probably going to get the most value from Luther, and you're definitely going to get the least amount of stress. This is the easiest way to do it because you can just drive in today. You don't need an appointment or a reservation. You just say, hey, can somebody look at this vehicle? They'll point you in the right direction. They'll do all the paperwork once you say yes. Absolute piece of cake. Plus, they're great people. So if you want to buy or lease, the only place to go is Luther. But if you want to flat out sell, that's the place to go. Luther buys used cars. Find them online right now at LutherAuto.com.
Attention all football fans. Old Spice Swagger Deodorant 4-pack is back at Costco. Get ready to unleash the greatest smell in the NFL. Old Spice Swagger is the ultimate 24/7 odor protection for all the football fanatics out there when used daily. But here's the catch, folks. This limited time offer won't last forever, so head to Costco and grab your 4-pack of Swagger Deodorant. Don't let those game-winning moments be overshadowed by unwanted odors. Get your Old Spice Swagger Deodorant now.
The Minnesota RV Super Show is coming to you. Join us at any Camping World in Minnesota, March 26th through the 29th to shop special RV Super Show pricing on the best selection of new and used RVs in Minnesota. Tour brand new 2025 RVs starting at less than $5 a day. Enter to win a new RV and enjoy some free food on Saturday. Plus, we'll beat any competitor deal by $500 or you get $1,000. Don't miss them.
651 Carpets Plus. We bring the showroom to you. Come on in. Here's how your free in-home estimate works. We bring you all the latest and greatest styles to complement your home. We use our state-of-the-art measuring system so we can give you the best price for your project on the spot. And we have thousands of products that you could have installed the next day. Call 651 Carpets Plus for your free in-home estimate.
Must be 21 or older and in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned with your play? Call the NCPG at 1-800-522-4700.
Call 9520-RES today. Get your carpets clean this month. Be as diligent as possible around the house when it comes to decluttering and purging. It's spring cleaning time, but let Zero Res do all of the things you don't want to do or can't do because they aren't really DIY kind of things like carpet cleaning. I know people try, but you really should have it professionally done, specifically the Zero Res way, because they use ZR water. Zero Res does not use harsh chemicals or shampoos. This is the right way to clean your carpets because then they stay cleaner longer because they leave zero residue. So as you are doing everything else around the house, porch, patio, garage, whatever you're doing, like I said, purging. Let Zero Res clean your carpets. 3 rooms of carpet for just $119 if you mention KFAN. That deal's outstanding. You can also take $75 off your air duct system cleaning. They can clean your carpets, air ducts, rug, upholstery, tile at your home, your cabin, your business. This is the way to go. 952-ZERO-RES or online at ZeroResMinnesota.com.
Your new Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods is now open. Score up to 70% off thousands of styles from top athletic brands like Nike, Adidas, Kalia, Under Armour, DSG, and more. Plus, new styles arrive weekly, so there's always more to explore. Every deal is a score when you visit your new Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods. Now open across from Rosedale Center Mall.
Save 73% off installation of industry best Elements windows. BuildersandRemodelers.com.
Good morning from the Power Trip. And thank you for listening to The Fan.
All right, final segment, Power Trip Mornings. You can watch us, see what we look like when we're trying to do math.
Yeah, sorry.
At KFAN.com/watch.
Zach, you got to be pretty proud. That's White Bear Math, and you took a deep breath. Yeah. You guys were off to the wrong, place, wrong direction, but you calmed down and said, well, wait a minute here. That would be doubling. That'd be 100%, and you figured it out. That's White Bear Math, but you did it.
The funny thing is it was more of a reasoning thing than it was a mathematical thing.
There you go,
Reason
buddy.
It was a
math.
logical.
Reason is math. Math is reason.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just a puzzle. Figure out the puzzle.
That's right.
And you did. Well done. All right.
Now it's time for
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric. Awesome people. Reach out to Chad and Brandon. I don't know if they want, to get bombarded, but it's probably good for business. If you want solar panels put on, reach out to those guys at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com.
Do it.
Yeah, man.
Those solar panels put on. They're sweet. All right. Pick one of these 2 days to celebrate. There's 2, whatever days today. International Whiskey Day.
Yeah.
And National Viagra Day.
Yeah, the first. Well, both are.
You know what? Who says they can't be a combo?
Yeah.
Why not both?
Amen, brother.
All right, super dumb question. This is a little ignorance.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, sure. You're supposed to call the doctor after 8 hours.
Is Viagra a thing you can safely mix with a large amount of alcohol or not? I don't know how that works.
I bet it tells you on the package to not.
I tell you not to, yeah.
But I'm sure it's fine.
I can't imagine why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm sure a little bit, but what if you're just like 0.3?
Yeah, I think
And then you
more
need it.
reason to use it.
Point
Yeah.
three. You know where
I
you going
wonder.
to get that
Yeah.
whiskey D going.
Yeah, what you said.
Hello down there.
Somebody look this up, Zachary. Zachary, you're on a computer right now. Look this up.
Sure.
Wake up.
When does this start and how does this work? But Mega Millions prizes are getting bigger. Jackpots will now start at 50 million instead of 20 million.
Damn.
And non-jackpot prizes are also going up.
Whoa.
So is this because is this the $5 thing? Is this because they're raising the minimum ticket buy? What's the deal here? What's going on with Mega Millions?
Inflation.
50 million base is nice.
He's researching.
Take your time.
Okay. Well, while he's doing that, the Powerball jackpot has officially crossed the $500 million mark. No grand prize winner in last night's drawing, driving the jackpot to at least 515. Cash option only works out to about 243.
Oh, man, what a buzzkill.
Next chance to strike it rich with the Powerball is Saturday.
All right.
But while he's looking that up as well, I know you got to go, Max. So when can we see you on television and where? How do we do? What's going on? What's up with the new show?
It is the Fox 9 stream, fox9.com. Hopefully our segments will get picked up and you can see them on actual Fox 9 as well. But it's the afternoon shift.
Fox Local.
Fox Local, baby. And it'll be 3 to 4 for now. Eventually it'll be 3 to 5. And even eventually later on after that, it'll be 2 to 5.
Direct competitors with Ben and Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go.
I wouldn't say that.
It's on,
I wouldn't say
Same
that.
shift. Let's go.
It's like the Generals versus the Globetrotters. It's not really a competition, but
Dude, good for you, man. That's
Yeah,
super
good for
cool.
you.
I
As soon
appreciate
as you
it,
started
guys.
doing those like guest spots on a whole bunch of channels, Fox 9 almost immediately was like, hey, he's really good.
Yeah.
They liked you right off the bat, so that makes sense.
It's
get it.
still very surreal to me. I never thought that TV was going to be in my future or anything that I was going to be
Well, let them know.
doing.
They're looking for a slightly chubby white dude with no hair. I got free time.
we got to get all of you guys on. Like, we got to find some type of collab going because I need my guys on there, man.
Love it.
Let's go.
Congrats, man. It's
Yeah,
super
man,
cool.
good for you,
It's
buddy.
exciting.
And
Fox9.com, 3 to 4 today.
needless to say, I do have to thank you guys because I wouldn't have ever even gotten the opportunity to do any of this stuff
Well, that's why I
without you
brought it up.
guys.
So thank you.
We were waiting for that. No, good for you, dude.
Yeah, man.
Good for you, Max.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
Go
you
get it, man.
guys.
Go get
Appreciate
it.
you guys.
We love you. See you later. There goes Max.
Bye.
Want to be a big TV star.
Dollar Tree is selling Family Dollar for $1 billion. They bought it 10 years ago for $9 billion.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Wow.
Didn't lose money.
Well, I mean,
Let's do some math again.
Pizza Hut is bringing back its Cheesy Bites pizza for the first time in 6 years. Instead of crust, it's the thing that's like surrounded by 28 mozzarella bites.
Oh.
As a non-pizza eater, that looks disgusting, but I guess people seem to care. They liked it.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't remember that. No. I don't know. I'd eat it. I'll try it. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
Bring it on.
Sure.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I don't really have a good answer as to why, other than it looks like they're just trying to accelerate the jackpot to like $1 billion
Faster.
jackpots is what they're saying. So
Get as much pub as early as possible as the number starts to rise. Okay.
Gertzy says lay off. Fox 9 already has a chubby white guy.
Fair enough.
Brilliant.
2 drunk British soldiers got community service for ripping the face off of a Paddington Bear statue.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't do that.
There's a video of it.
what did they do?
I've heard those movies are fantastic. I still have not
Fantastic,
seen
yeah.
either one of them. Parker, have you seen either one of them?
No, I haven't done them. No.
Heard they're good.
I've seen like the trailers for it, and it's weird because like I already have like I feel like I've got a sentimental connection to Paddington Bear, despite the fact that I'd never watched it.
Why?
I don't know. Just the bear looks kind of cool.
Just makes you feel something.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I maybe it was a European kid back in the day. I don't know.
All right.
Like in a past life.
Okay.
Paddington 2 is 99% on Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
man. They'll break your heart.
Yeah, Paddington 1 is 96.
Wow.
Here is an unbelievably weird sentence or two. A transatlantic flight out of Paris had to turn around after someone's seat swallowed their phone. and they couldn't find it. You would think that's a weird way to word it, but still.
Yeah.
So somebody's seat couldn't find, the phone goes in it, they can't find it. They had to turn around because crew members were worried the battery could explode.
That's ridiculous.
What?
In the phone?
Yeah, that is weird.
Well,
I don't understand.
I don't either.
How would it explode?
And if it can explode under a seat during the flight, why is that different than just...
Too warm?
I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
We talked a day or two ago about the flight that had to turn around heading like from California to Asia because the pilot forgot his passport. And I'd be like, I want to... I'd be so mad. What if you're on this flight and somebody drops their phone and they're like, well, what if the battery explodes? It's not going to. Let's just keep flying.
Yeah, cool.
You got to turn all the way back?
No.
Ugh.
We did that one time. I think we were flying to Bloomington to play Indiana, and we landed, and people were like, oh, we're in Bloomington. We get off. We were still in Minneapolis, and guys were asleep. They had no idea. Supposedly the runway we didn't have the right landing gear to land in Indianapolis, or Bloomington, wherever we land. So we flew all the way there, circled around, flew all the way back.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and guys were like, are we here? And nope, we were still in Minneapolis.
That'd be weird.
Are we here?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
So you got on a different plane, I guess?
Yeah, got on a different plane and flew right back. So
it's annoying.
And with our team, we get like the charter, so everybody's like asleep in their seats and windows shut, not worrying about it. You do this every week. You get there when you get there, and boom, we're right back in Minneapolis 2.5, 3 hours later.
Which makes sense. Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Why would you not think that you're not?
Yeah, correct.
A new study found that open relationships can be just as happy and satisfying as monogamous ones. I wonder. I would like to meet the people who executed that study.
Yeah,
and their motivations for asking.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love to see the types of people on TikTok when it's like, yeah, I have 2 wives and my wife has a boyfriend and his boyfriend has a boyfriend. And
you and Tommy have the same algorithm.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Chris, you mentioned the show Adolescence a couple days ago, and then Sauce and I watched it yesterday, not together, separately. And I mentioned when you brought the show up that one of the reviews I read before I watched it was it's a parent's worst nightmare, right? And it is. How about this one for being a parent's worst nightmare? A kid in Kansas said there was a monster under his bed.
Oh, boy.
So the babysitter goes in and to check on him and calm him down. Right, there's no monster under your bed. But to calm the kid down, she checks under the bed and found a guy under there.
Oh.
He ran off and everyone's okay. Cops have identified and arrested him. But what about the kid going, there's a monster under my bed. There's a ghost under my bed. And there's a babysitter going, oh, God. No, there's not. And the kid finally convinces her to check, and there's a guy under the bed.
Oof. Yeah,
What
kill him.
The bleep.
He said, I saw you recognize me if you want a picture.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Look at him scoot away.
Brilliant line, Hawk.
Oh, man.
It's the line of the decade. It's so good. Yeah. And she said, sure.
You might have killed Zach.
Yeah, it's such a good line.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's so good.
There's things in the world that you just assume have been around since, the dinosaurs. It's like that. As soon as the humans showed up.
Sure.
Yeah.
We figured it out, right? Billions and gazillions of years.
Yeah.
Gazillions. That's the right number. Corkscrew's one of them. Doesn't it seem like the corkscrew's been around for thousands of years?
Yeah.
Hurts your neck.
At Valley Fair.
Yeah.
Fun ride.
At this point, it seems like it's thousands as well.
Yeah.
When do you think the corkscrew was patented? Who came up with the corkscrew? When do you think it popped up for the first time? No pun intended.
Well, obviously, so you're saying it must be much sooner than you'd think. How in the hell did they get them open?
Well, were they using the pyramids to build? So then I would say like the 1800s.
I can't believe that's the thing.
No one wants to go first.
1911.
Yeah, I was going to say 1910.
1912.
19 13.
Damn it.
Should have gone the other way. Zachary, your pyramids guess was the most accurate. The corkscrew was invented or patented on this day, March 27th, 1860.
Yeah. You'd think it'd be sooner than that.
Yeah, you would think it's like, I don't know, 1500s? I would have guessed somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
14s, 15s, 16s. I don't know. This is one of those things that you would not be surprised at all if they say that Da Vinci was the one who came up with the idea first.
Yeah, correct.
Right? On his
100%.
list of all of his visionary prognostications, you'd say, even if he didn't come up with it, he must have had some kind of a sketch that said, here's how we're going to get wine bottles open easier than how we're currently doing it.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Year before the Civil War. That's nuts.
Popping bottles.
Pop.
In the ice.
Parker, go first. On this day, March 27th, of what year did the University of Oregon win the first NCAA championship? They beat Ohio State 46-33. What a barn burner.
Wow.
First one ever was in what year?
1902.
Anybody else?
29.
47.
It's got to be older than that.
18.
Is it in the 1800s?
1918.
I thought you maybe just meant the year 18.
Yeah, he wants the year 1800.
Let's see. Jesus would have been a senior.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably highly touted, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a 5-star recruit.
5-star on 24/7.
1939. 1939, the University of Oregon, first ever NCAA tournament championship.
Really? I thought it'd be older than that.
Yeah, me too.
For what sport are we talking about?
Going to assume it's basketball.
Okay.
Speaking of basketball, can I give you two things real quick that just came to my mind?
Yeah, I love when you talk basketball.
Golden State Valkyries
Valkyries
have yet to play their first WNBA game, but they're already the first team in league history to sell 10,000 season tickets.
Wow.
Good for
San
Francisco.
Great team name.
The Valkyries.
Yeah,
what is
I
a
like
Valkyrie?
that a lot.
We had...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, that was our arena football team name, I think, at one point. Or no, maybe our yeah, it was something. We had the Valkyries at one point.
A Valkyrie is a pretty bad Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I thought it was a good movie. It's the one where he tries to kill Hitler.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Not great, though.
One of the, it's a Valkyrie from Norse mythology, one of a host of female figures who guide souls of the dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not very nice.
Well, they're guiding.
Well,
now.
guiding. It's good.
They're they're trying to help the dead
Don't
people
be
as much as
wandering
possible.
Trying to bring the dead souls.
It's like most of the movie Coco.
Okay.
Yeah, they try to take you up to Valhalla.
That's really good, right?
Unbelievably good.
I have not seen that.
It's outstanding.
What is it again?
Coco.
Oh, yeah, very
Tearjerker.
Yeah,
oh, my
I've not
God.
seen
Loved it. They're making
Oh.
a sequel, right?
Oh,
I
my
think that's on Pixar's
my
schedule. Coco 2 at some
Yeah, I've
point.
not
Zach,
seen
your
it.
hands up.
That'll rip your head.
Quick correction. They were the Valkyrie, Minnesota Valkyrie, and they were the lingerie football team.
That's why you know.
So,
Yeah.
played at Target Center.
I never got to a game.
I can't
I
believe
always
I
said
didn't.
I always said I was going to.
Right.
And I lied
How
to
did Hawk
myself.
not own
I
that
don't know how I
team?
didn't buy
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah.
So that's number one. The other one is this, and this is something you should keep an eye on there. My main man, Parker Fox. Commissioner Adam Silver will pitch the NBA Board of Governors his early sketches of a plan to start a new pro basketball league in Europe as early as 2026.
Wow. Probably supported by the NBA.
Yeah, with
Financially.
right. Yeah, with direct knowledge of Silver's deliberations with potential stakeholders. Told The Athletic, the venture could include 16 teams.
Wow.
Deep-pocketed investors, some defectors from the established Euro League, and new franchises in major markets like Paris and London.
Wow. That would be huge.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd be able to take over the EuroLeague, but what did they say? Like defected teams from
Yeah.
the EuroLeague?
Right.
Yeah, if you could get you're not going to get Real Madrid and Maccabi Tel Aviv and some of those big, overseas teams. But if you can get somebody with a name and then add a couple in.
Well, here's the thing as well. By the way, he's presenting it today
Wow.
to NBA's Board of Governors, but the European club teams has big-time investors, but also some of those including owners of mega soccer franchises.
Well, yeah, that would help to.
Heck yeah, man.
Soccer's big over there. That would help to support it, no doubt. Yeah, the basketball over in Europe is crazy. I don't know if you ever guys have seen
Women's basketball specifically, right?
Women's basketball is crazy, but just like the men's, like the EuroLeague, the fans for that, it's just like soccer fans. They're nuts. They have fireworks and they're holding like torches during the games in some of these leagues. Like I gotta show you some videos, but it's insane. Yeah, look up videos of EuroLeague basketball fans. It's nuts.
Is there any place you are not willing to go play if they pay you money to play basketball?
I've had buddies in a couple places overseas. I had a friend who was in Israel 2 years ago. Didn't love that spot. But no, there's a lot of really cool spots. I've never been to Europe, so I guess I don't really know, where I should avoid. But I think a Spanish-speaking country would be ideal. That would be fun for me at least. So probably Spain or.
You know some Spanish or a lot of Spanish?
I took Spanish all through high school, so I know enough to know kind of what's going on. But
sure,
what does como mean?
Como means what? So como se llama? What is your name?
Good bit.
Oh yeah,
I watched it last night. It's a good bit, man.
Yeah, what's
That's
this
the
bit?
Sklar brothers.
Sklar brothers.
They're brilliant.
The Como Zoo. It's a funny bit. Look it up.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Como Zoo. Love the Como Zoo.
Check this out, by the way. Some of the things they're looking at potentially, if they do this league, would be promotion and regulation, just like they do in soccer.
Yeah, it's very.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's kind of cool.
It's we're the only country that doesn't do promotion and relegation when it comes to sports. That's a known thing, country to country, except for America.
The problem with that is if the NBA had that for 90% of the Timberwolves' existence, we would not be in the NBA.
You are correct.
We would be now.
Yeah.
But it would have taken us 25 years to get back.
Yeah, we would have needed a couple Anthony Edwards back in the day.
Yep.
We'd be in the Z League.
The Z League.
Today's
CBA.
Xavier.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Today is the streaming premiere of A Complete Unknown. That's the Bob Dylan movie. That's on Hulu starting today. If you haven't seen it yet, I haven't. It's on Hulu starting today.
I can't believe you haven't seen it yet there. Whatever your name is, Sauce.
Yeah, I have not. We were going to
like
rent it, and it was like $40 on TV.
Yeah, you'll like it, dude.
Forget about it.
Real good.
Yeah. I can't wait. I love Bob Dylan.
Almost all those streaming services like Amazon that'll give you the option to rent or buy. It is like $17.99 to rent or $19.99 to buy. And you're like, who the hell rents this?
Yeah.
Who would rent a movie for? I mean, now you could argue, when we were kids, we all watched movies 100 times.
100,
right?
yeah.
Now it's like I can't even think of a movie that I would rewatch that's new.
Well, there's just too much to watch.
There's too much to watch.
The new Magic Mike.
Is that good?
Yeah, but I'm not going to rent that. I'm going to buy that.
Yeah. I mean, Hawk went to the first one. I thought I was getting punked when he invited me.
I don't know why. I like taking you places.
Yeah.
You're pretty.
And you buy.
Wow. And you
Plus
have a
you're a
magic
sure
mic.
thing.
No, he buys.
I was going to say.
Does he buy with his magic mic?
I didn't know you were that good of a sport, Hawk.
He rented out part of the VIP area.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, he did.
Corey Feldman was on Billy Corgan's podcast. That is a real sentence that I just said in 2025.
Yeah.
But Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins has a new podcast, and Corey Feldman was on it. He claims that he was actually cast to be Arnie in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That was the part that eventually went to Leonardo DiCaprio and helped shoot him to superstardom because he was unbelievably good in that movie. And then he also claimed he was in, quote, contention for Titanic. He said he was also, quote, pretty close to getting the role of Samwise Gamgee in The Lord of the Rings. That went to his Goonies co-star Sean Astin. But Corey said, quote, I couldn't have gained the weight, so I'll give him that. So he claims he almost had Lord of the Rings, Titanic, and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Do we believe him?
No.
It might be that, when he says he was in contention,
he tried out.
His agent mentioned it to him or something.
Right.
Who knows, right? Yeah.
I doubt he was ever in serious contention to be the lead in Titanic. I don't think James Cameron's like, who's a good physical match with Kate Winslet?
Corey
Feldman.
Do you think he has cash?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he was in massive films.
Some of my favorite movies of all time.
I mean,
Goonies, Gremlins,
The
Stand
Lost
By
Boys. Me. Yeah.
Bunch of
License
home runs.
to Drive. The Burbs. Great film. The Burbs is a great film, right, Hogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of Hawk's favorite films, 13 Fanboy.
Never heard of it.
That was 2021.
Great film.
Yeah, Hawk loved it.
Yeah, really good. I kept waiting on 14 to come out.
Yeah.
Never did.
Never would.
Parker out of Goonies, Gremlins, and Stand By Me. Have you seen any of the three?
Stand By Me is my favorite movie all time.
No kidding.
good.
Favorite movie
So
of all
good.
time.
Number
Crazy.
one. Yeah.
I
Number one.
would have lost that bet.
Yeah.
You have not
Plus.
seen Gremlins or Goonies?
I've seen Goonies, but
Okay.
I've never even heard of Gremlins. So
Okay.
I'll have to check that one out.
I listened
But yeah,
to
Stand By Me is my favorite.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I listened to
Great
Billy Corgan yesterday by randomly, and you brought it up. I listened to Billy Corgan's podcast for the first time yesterday. I listened to the Diane Warren edition. It's interesting because Billy Corgan is a prickly individual. Lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins, by the way.
Super intelligent.
Very, very intelligent. Incredible songwriter. Just a genius. It'll be interesting to hear him interview because even Diane Warren, who's one of the greatest songwriters of all time, there are moments when he's kind of insulting. He can't help himself. And she doesn't get offended, but you can just tell he's a prickly guy.
So if he shows a little lack of respect to her, what does he do to Corey Feldman? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly right. So I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Because there's no
looking forward
way
to
he
hearing it.
respects the work of Corey
No.
Feldman.
And his whole
Like,
thing.
No way.
He must have said to Diane Warren, that's not what I'm asking. And he says it like that. And you're like, wow, dude. And she's great about it. And what she cares? She got more money than anybody.
Right, correct.
But she wrote songs like I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. You know, I don't want to close my eyes. She wrote, you name it, Rhythm's Gonna Get You.
Great
all kinds
song.
of stuff.
It is
Great stuff.
eventually going to.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But
It's going to get all of us.
and apparently the one he does with Ozzy's wife, Sharon Osbourne, they hated each other for a long time. But apparently they've made up. So I can't wait to listen to that podcast.
Yeah.
I'm in. I like him, and he's a creative genius. And I think it's interesting when somebody just absolutely says, no, I'm not going to make popular music anymore. I'm going to make what I want to make.
Yep.
And that's what he did. And that's what he still does. Fascinating.
Which is too bad because
Yeah, your take on this has always been right.
It is his art. He has every right to do anything he wants, and we don't have to like it or we can love it. But man, Siamese Dream is an awesome album. Melancholy is an awesome album. I literally haven't liked one song he's done since.
Dude, I got to tell you.
And that's fine. I don't think he cares, and he
doesn't.
shouldn't care.
No.
He's
But man, he wrote so many good songs when he tried to be pupopular.
So there's a Pushkin podcast as well. And the reason I actually listened to his podcast because I'd heard him talking about it on this Pushkin podcast. I got to find the name of it. I'm sorry. Called Broken Record with Rick Rubin. And it's interesting because Rick Rubin never does the interviews. He only does it if it's somebody like Paul McCartney. But anyway, Corgan was on there and they were talking about that. And he calls people like you Siamese zombies. And he said they come up to me and all they want me to do is write that same record over and over and over again. It's the only record they know. It's the only reason they like me at all is because of that. And he calls them Siamese zombies.
Yeah. So he was on AWOL Nation's podcast, and they were having this same conversation about how to be sustainable, like in terms of your happiness as an artist, you have to do what you want to do.
Right.
Right. If you're just doing it to be popular and sell records, you're not going to be happy with your work. And both of them were saying, like, yeah, that's the only one I care about is what I think of the music. And if it works, great. If people like it, great. If not, I'm going to be content.
Right.
You can tell Billy fully believes that. And I have a lot of respect for that. But man, do I miss Siamese Dream.
Same.
Because Cherub Rock's one of the best songs of all time.
Those back-to-back albums
It's so
were
good.
Outstanding.
And that guitar sound on Siamese Dream is almost second to none.
It's great.
I don't even know what the effects they're using on that album, but man, is it a masterpiece. So crisp and freaking
so
clear.
good.
It's
Do you
just
even know
awesome.
that record at all, Parker? Do you?
No, I got no idea where you guys.
Smashing Pumpkins, not familiar with there?
You know, the world is a vampire.
You might know some of their songs if you don't know the Smashing Pumpkins, but yeah, they had a couple of monster albums, and then they got weird and
real weird.
Oh boy,
yeah.
They went from Top of the World to Gone within about 2 years.
Did you say their Adore album is like the worst
Ava
album?
Adore, I was so pumped for. It has 0 good songs on it. 0. I hated it. Hated it. And I loved Melancholy.
What do they do now? Do they do anything now?
They tour and stuff.
Yeah,
and
their last record was really good, really heavy.
Yeah.
Sounded a lot like Siamese, to be honest with you, in my opinion. That's why I'm surprised to hear him say he wouldn't do anything like that again, because it sounded like Siamese Dream to me. Huh. But I would not want to fight that guy.
No, and he loves wrestling.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
He's just mean.
Doesn't he
and he's
own a
so much
league?
smarter than me.
Oh, for sure. And that's why he should be like as weird and as artistic as he wants. Like he shouldn't have to be bored doing what we want him to do. He should
already
do whatever
did
he wants.
Siamese Dream. We're lucky to have it.
Exactly.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well said.
Yeah. So there you go.
Hey,
All right. Go ahead.
Just want to say thanks for listening.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate
good morning,
that. Good morning.
everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
All right, Parker. What's life like now? Because now it's like I was going to say, hey, when's your next game? What do you got next? But now you're just waiting to travel with Taylor and then waiting to find out what your basketball future is.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Prague with Taylor for the World Championships, and then summer, hopefully a lot of golf and a lot of chill. But yeah, life's right around the corner.
Can I just say one thing real quick?
Of course.
William H. Macy watched your gal play hockey last night.
Yeah,
How cool was that?
He was 2 suites over for me, and
Didn't get to meet him, though?
Didn't get to meet him. He had the suite door locked, but yeah, big Woody Creek Distillery guy. But yeah, he was locked in. He was sitting there watching the Frost.
So cool.
Get beat
So
up by
cool.
the Victoire last night.
Yeah,
so.
William H. Macy was on Twin Cities Live and watched the Frost. No call to the Power Trip Morning Show. What the F?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We would have had him.
Yeah, of course we
Even on a
would've.
non-Friday, Chad Abbott, I would have had William H. Macy in on a Wednesday or Thursday. Sure. You're the best, Parker.
Love you guys.
Love you, buddy.
Parker.
Take care of yourself.
Toby Gardenhire plays initials tomorrow, and one of you has a crack at $87,500. That's tomorrow at 8:15. The Power Trip returns 5:30 to 9 tomorrow. 9 to noon is next.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abadab. I love you. Keep following that.
651 Carpets Plus. We bring the showroom to you. Come on in. Here's how your free in-home estimate works. We bring you all the latest and greatest styles to complement your home. We use our state-of-the-art measuring system so we can give you the best price for your project on the spot. And we have thousands of products that you could have installed the next day. Call 651 Carpets Plus for your free in-home estimate.